side, you want her to look just like Jennie.
With a smaller belly.
You notice that her nose is always behind her belly button now. You always want to stay tall. No bending over. Nose always stays behind your belly button all the way through the pitch. Hello elbow, which would be elbow pointing towards home. Little finger by your right ear if you're right-handed. We're trying to get 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock spin. This would be your complete warm-up. This would be your stretch. This would be your strength and conditioning. It's all into one. If you stretch yourself out beyond your full range of motion that you're going to use, you will actually slow down. We're trying for 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock rotation. We're going to use the same mechanics for all the pitches. For those who've already listened to me this morning, she starts out prayer, out, race and dive, fingers up, hello elbow. Here's a drop ball. So this would be an extra spin, extra speed on your fastball if you're getting 12 to 6 rotation. Notice that her head stays on track, open and close, all the way towards home plate. There's no going to the left, there's no going to the right. Gloves go straight forward, straight back. Ball arm goes straight back, straight forward. Here comes a curveball. We would like this to go down and away to a right-handed batter. Never want to turn your hand over during the release, so your palm is up throughout the pitch. Ball. If you go to your pitching coach and ask them what rotation do you want on a drop ball, they'll usually tell you 12 to 6. It's amazing how many times that if you ask them what rotation do you want on a rise ball, they won't tell you 6 to 12. So a lot of times they're willing to take less than perfect and allow you to throw a spiral or a spinning ball up, which will float up, but it won't do a stair step. Hope to try to teach your daughter a stair step. Screwball. This is a peel drop sideways. So it'd be like slapping a little short person. It's another reason to really stick with the peel drop, because if you throw your peel drop sideways, now you have a safe screwball. This should go down and in to a right-handed batter. shouldn't be able to tell the difference on her body in any way, shape, or form. This is called the back door.
Good job.
Comes out your little finger side, goes down and away to a right-handed batter. Why this pitch is so awesome, and it's the only pitch you want to really, or only changeup you want to spend any time on, is because you have to throw it as hard as you can with as much spin and speed as you can just to make it all the way to home plate. Going back to a fastball. That was it.
All right. Ooh, I'm out of shape. So, that was all my pitches. I have a quick story. So I was pitching for This Week in I co-hosted the show This Week in Baseball, and on the show we had the challenge at the end. If the player wanted to face me, they could. And so I had been around the country. I probably faced over 35 guys. Albert Pujols, Mike Piazza, Richie Sexton, the Giles brothers, Giambi, a ton of guys, and I had struck everybody out so far. And here we were, 35-0 about, but who was counting, right? No, I don't know. I don't know how many, but about that many. Well, I was at Angel Stadium, right in the backyard of where I grew up, and I was interviewing Scott Spezio, and I was Stacy Newfman, who was on 2 Olympic teams, came out, or 3 Olympic teams, came out and caught me, and I said, all right, Stace, I usually always do 2 rise balls and a changeup. Ladies, the guys aren't used to seeing the ball go up, they're used to seeing it go down, so stick with the rise ball. So I'd always go 2 rise balls and then third one kind of end on the changeup, and kind of silly, with them usually out in front or whiffing through it. And so I threw 2 rise balls, and always to my advantage. They're not just in there trying to make contact, they're in there trying to hit the ball 400 feet. So they're digging in big, huge baseball cuts. 2 rise balls, swing and a miss, swing and a miss. Third pitch, change up. Well, he sat on it, and I caught a little blooper, which my second baseman would have caught, but he calls it a line drive to right field, and he's rounding the bases, and usually for the big event, both teams would come out and watch, and so sure enough, both teams were there. Well, the Angels ended up dogpiling on him at home plate, and they're celebrating like he had just won the World Series or something. And I'm thinking, oh man, there goes, our perfect streak against the baseball players. I was bummed, and he looks up at me and he's like, Finch, you need to change it up, or what did he say? Finch, you need to mix it up. And I said, what? He's like, yeah, you need to mix it up. And I'm like, Scott, what are you talking about, mix it up? He's like, the scouting report on you was the third pitch was going to be a changeup. So, I never made it to the big leagues, but it's pretty cool to have a scouting report in the big leagues. So ladies, keep dreaming, and when guys tell you they don't talk, they really do talk, right? Be unpredictable out there on the mound, mix it up. But that was a fun little story and a fun gig that I had co-hosting This Week in Baseball and interviewing baseball players, learning from them, training with them. It was a blast for sure. Now we're going to have some giveaways. You guys all know your name, right? If your name's called, hustle on up. We got some giveaways for you.